know, most of the healing, like you said, is invisible. So it's really just an energy exchange.
Right.
He might say, I need to give you a spiritual surgery, a spiritual intervention. And it's really just a little bit like a meditation. Like he puts you in a room and I felt the spirits coming and working. I could see them coming and working on me. But people say it just feels kind of warm.
But some people are really knocked out after.
Oh, yeah, really tired. They make you go to sleep because they can work on you more easily.
But that shows you that this etheric sense of ourselves is real. You know, there's an energy body, and that's a real thing, our energy. So then...
So they ask you to go lay down in your hotel room because you feel really tired. Some people just sleep the whole time. Some people dream. I actually felt them coming in. I'd feel them touching me, saying, okay, get ready, we're going to work on you. And then I'd see them coming in. I go, okay, who are you?
You'd see them?
I actually saw them
What do you mean? What did they look like?
More like clairvoyantly.
Yeah, but what did they look like clairvoyantly?
Well, first of all, I saw this man that came in to help me, and I said, you look a little bit like Dominasio, but, you know, the picture that's hanging, they have a painting.
That was one of the spirits that he works with, Don Ignacio.
He's one of the main spirits. And I said, but the picture in the casa has more hair and a kind of a tightly cropped beard. And he said, oh yeah, they paint you a little bit more complimentary. This is a real me.
The spirit said this to you.
The spirit, so he was more bald and his hair was a bit more fluffy here.
That's
he said, that's really me.
That's funny.
And I saw some other ones.
But what did they, okay, they showed up, but then what happened? When
like one spirit came in and was working on this area. I'd asked, I said I have not really a lot of physical things, but I have a few fibroids. And one spirit came in and said, I just do the physical stuff.
He said that to you?
Yeah, I'm just doing this part. And then somebody else came in. And they also made me reflect on times of my life. I don't know if you know about chakras.
I know about, everyone watching knows about chakras.
So I noticed, and they didn't tell us that at the casa, but I noticed they started on my base chakra. They started working in that area, and they reminded me about things in my family, my early life. Then they moved up to my
sacral chakra. So you helped heal these issues in your life. Was it about healing them?
I think it was about releasing certain things. They got to my relationship area and they spent like, you know, all day on that area.
Well,
but reminding me of, oh, you're storing this energy and that thought.
Well, we have to release all that.
So it was like 20 years of therapy in a night.
Wow.
So anyway, they do these spiritual surgeries, and that's how most of the healing is done, just by either just this energy exchange or these spiritual healings. But some people just can't wrap their head around it. They want something physically done to them. And so he takes volunteers, usually only about 1 or 2 a day, and he'll take them on the stage, and he literally will cut them open on stage.
Cut them open where? With how?
Well, like, you know, like if they've got a cancerous lump, maybe he actually cuts them open, and takes it out.
And you'll see this?
You can be right there.
And you'll watch him. And the people are not unconscious, they're just...
They're completely awake. And you can talk to the people afterwards, they'll say, it was weird, I could feel it, but there was no pain. And you can watch them, he'll sew them up.
And there'll be no scar?
There's a little scar, but then usually it disappears pretty quickly.
And those people are healed?
Usually they're healed, yeah.
So you volunteered one day.
So we interviewed a lot of people, and we saw all these different surgeries. One of the things he does is he puts this thing up the nose, which looks really
And why does he do that?
He could do it because somebody's got backache or knee problem.
Is he still doing this? Because I did heard he stopped doing some of that physical stuff.
Oh, no, he does.
He just can't do it.
He can't do it in Toronto.
Or in the U.S.
Yeah, we don't know about the laws.
Yeah.
And he says it doesn't affect the healing. The real healing's done invisibly.
So he puts stuff, yeah, I saw pictures all the way up the nose.
And you've seen it looks really painful, and the people say, I felt it, but it was not painful, I didn't feel, and you see blood and everything.
You see blood.
You see him stitching them up. One of the doctors that was there told me that one time John of God said, you know, come and stand and help me, and he was passing the tray, and he went to stitch up the girl, and he turned to the doctor and he said, you stitch her up. So the doctor took the surgery needle and went to stitch her, and he said it was like a block of ice. The needle just broke right off. Her skin was like, not cold, but it was hard like ice. And John of God just laughed and picked up the needle and started sewing.
What do you think is happening on an etheric level? I mean, if you tune in.
Well, I asked the doctor about that particular incident. He said he thinks that the energy around that area has changed so dramatically that you know, that he couldn't touch it.
But what do you think is happening overall to these people? You know, on the many levels of existence. You know, we have all these etheric bodies that have the blueprint to our physical. So, are you able to tune in and see like how that's being repaired on those higher astral levels?
Yes, I think that everything that we have in our life that's a physical ailment or an issue or a stumbling block is all kind of energy around us that we've brought to us because we wanted that experience. We bring good and bad experiences, and it's part of life. We all have our stuff that collects around us.
Yes.
And I do think that if you are strong-willed or strongly enough connected, you can be healed yourself with a direct connection to whatever you call it, God or Supreme Being or Divine Source. I think that the spirits can help you to change that energy and to get a stronger connection. But I think ultimately it's actually you with Divine Source is the healing. I don't think the person or the spirits are actually giving you anything. I think it's what you have inside. And that's why people feel so amazing, because when they get this healing, it's like they're opening up and they're connecting.